What's up, guys? Vince Reddy here, and I am about to talk about Ruby Volume 9, Episode 4. There might be some coughs here and there, I'm going to be honest, because that's literally what's been happening with a lot of my videos. It's just that I can't hold my cough. I try not to, but apparently I'm still sick. I don't know when I'm getting better. I don't know. I probably might see a doctor soon. But yeah, enough about me. Let's talk about, Ruby. Pretty much this episode itself is really interesting. Has something to do with like reflection, or especially that scene where all the crew members have look into their younger selves, and pretty much all thanks to the herbalists of wondering who they are, like how they achieve, especially that question where the herb gives out who are you? And that's kind of like the idea of this episode from what I see it. Like, who are you? And it's a question that Ruby Rose is kind of tired of hearing, or at least doesn't want to answer at the moment. And I don't know what it is. Maybe because this whole world is surrounded within Ruby's mind, and the rain, and also in this moment as well, the jar where the raccoonist was trying to actually get, put the jar enough hope when giving away the gift that was going to be given to Ruby, or at least another competitor at that moment. But it's an episode of like where Ruby stands now, and seems like she's going through it. And I understand that she's dealing with loss, and she's trying to find what's the right ways to actually save, or to get out, getting to the tree, and also that moment at the castle. But this episode it was pretty good of just showing that aspect. And also in the beginning, knowing who the curious cat is, which is not a surprise because of course I knew who he is. It seems like he is like a reflection of the fandom in a ways, because he was also asking when they were walking to see the herbalist of who is a particular like a character within the fandom, like who's CL. And I'm just surprised that they brought that up, a random character from the fandom. And I don't know if that's like a strike within of or just something, a nod to a particular YouTuber asking where's CL, or just something like that theory video that he made. And yeah, it's like these questions, like why is that the what Atlas is on the sky or something like that. And is that what it's called, Atlas? Is that the one like on the sky in the last season? I could be wrong. Again, pretty much I'm sick, and then my mind is just like playing games with me at this point. But this episode, I don't know really what to put in to any at all of what I'm trying to add. I'm just sharing my thoughts, and I'm making it short enough to actually give you my thoughts as well. But this ending, where the herbalist just all of a sudden disappear. I'm trying to think, like, did someone summon that hole under the herbalist, like so he can disappear or something? Also, speaking about the herbalist, one thing about I guess the herb, or in many other Alice in Wonderland's portrayals of the herb, like always seems, I don't know, like it's easy to make every character seem terrifying, but the herb seems more pleasant. But yet, at first, I thought it was like when we bump into the herbalist when he was doing his work outside, I thought it was an enemy. I thought we're gonna go into another battle and crush her. Like, I don't know. He just gives me that evil vibe, but he looks more pleasant than the other herbalist that I remember seeing throughout other Alice in Wonderland. At least that's what I remember, because I don't really care much about Alice in Wonderland when I was younger. Even though I played the video game Alice in Madness, or whatever it's called, on the PS3 way back then. And this one seems like pleasant. I almost thought it was like a robot. Like, I don't know why. Maybe it's the figure and its face. Like, I thought it was like a robot alien, and we have to crush it. But then I think to myself, and then I realize, like, oh yeah, we're not this is not Dead Space. Like, what am I thinking? But yeah, so pretty much, this episode, like, made me curious about more of like what happened to the other members, especially what happened to Team Juniper. Like, from I think there was like saying like something about when Weiss said something about a handsome prince or something like that. And was he like she talking about like Jean or like there are some theories surrounding that. I saw some other reviews, and I'm just mirroring that in a ways in this particular review, which I shouldn't, but I don't care because I'm not a Ruby tuber at all. Like I'm far from ever actually being in that community in a sense. Like here I am making like I would make a 1 or 2 hour discussion video, but I'm not gonna do that because I just don't like like I'm not really worth like I'm not like Rooster Teeth ambassador or something like that. Okay, but this is my best attempt at all of making a video while I'm sick, but also of sharing what's in my mind or what I know because this is like my third take. So I'm just gonna leave it here knowing that, usually I would make predictions. I feel like we might see Jean like next ep or something. And the next ep is already out, so I have to review that one. But also, like, where did the Horribilist go? Did he die, or are we gonna come back to him? I don't know if it's me, but I feels like we haven't come back to a bunch of other scenes, lately. Like I don't know what happened to the Raccoonist. That could be later on, and also the Prince. It's like and I like how each scene we go into different characters, see them, and we're in this journey with Team Rwby as they are seeing this all played out. And man, I don't know. I get this feeling like someone's gonna debate me. Listen, my mind is not like I just woke up. Okay, that's how disorganized my life is at this point. But other than that, thank you guys for watching. This episode was good. I like the little quips. I like where the story's going. I like the attitude of Rwby just within this episode, and also the characters themselves has progressed. But Rwby, will she progress? Like, what is really going what is going on inside her mind? You know what I mean? All right, that I'll see you when I see one love a piece.